Hello and welcome to a look at a Tiger mission for the Commodore 64, the game that was made by Kele-Line. I would assume that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Regardless, in a Tiger mission, your Tiger mission is to fly to the enemy base at the end of level 4 and blow it up. It sounds simple, doesn't it? You fly this high-tech spiffy helicopter with the latest technology amongst technologies. We are talking 1987, by the way. And you have to navigate 4 levels, each containing various obstacles, usually in the form of tanks or cannon towers of some description, which of course, because they are naughty nasty, decide to shoot at you. So there's only one thing to do, and that is to shoot back. So I think we can define this game as a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, because that is exactly what it is. But as a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, unfortunately it is nothing particularly special. You have various power-ups available, like we've just picked up missiles. We didn't actually pick them up, but we have picked them up. There will be some red cross boxes that you can shoot, and if you shoot them, you will automatically pick up whatever bonus it is it gives. Whether it's an extra smart bomb, which I will mention in a moment, missiles, or turbo. Some of the boxes can be booby-trapped, and if they are booby-trapped and you shoot them, then you will lose any upgrades already attached to your helicopter. So basically, you will have to discover the hard way whether something is naughty nasty or not naughty nasty. You have a smart bomb, and of course a smart bomb is a smart bomb for a reason. If you activate it by using the spacebar, you will instantly blow up anything that's not you on the screen, except for trees, roads and that kind of stuff, but you know what I mean. And that is of course why they are considered to be smart, because they blow up anything but yourself, which is, I suppose, sort of smart. The fact that you only have one feels a bit, perhaps, unfriendly. But more are available to be picked up through the upgrade boxes. As far as level 1 was concerned, I never actually felt the need to use it, so I suppose not having more than one didn't really affect me particularly in any way, shape or form. The missiles, while you have them, any shot you fire will go from the launch point at your helicopter to the top of the screen, and anything in between that can be destroyed will be destroyed by a single shot. So they are definitely ideal for lined up units or lined up emplacements, where you can take out a chunk of them with a single shot. Of course they are limited, and once you run out you go back to your normal weapon type, which is fairly decent by itself, but of course it doesn't have that multiple hit ability. You change end up level 1 and trying very hard to land. The helicopter sprite has to be exactly pixel perfect on top of the blue marker in order to actually land, and it can be very wonky to get that right. Let's talk technical aspects. From a graphical point of view, I feel this game is a bit of a mixed bag, because there are parts of it that looks decidedly good, and there are also parts of it that looks decidedly not particularly good. The player helicopter and most of the enemy emplacements are fairly detailed, but the backgrounds are decidedly bland, and in certain areas. I think the background graphics, the individual components on the background graphics feels like it's popping out. It's a bit out of a sense. I mean, it's yeah. When it comes to the sound effects and music, the title music and the presentation, for that matter, is fairly decent, and the in-game music is also fairly decent. But it just doesn't feel like it fits the game and fits the action, or as some people would probably say, lack of action. The sound effects are of a decent quality. Again, they are fairly meaty. When you shoot something and it blows up, you can tell that you are shooting something and it blows up. But of course, the shooting something cuts into the music, which means that the music gets this odd half playing, half not playing weirdness to it, which is a bit jarring from a audio point of view. When you pick up a power-up, one of a limited resource like the turbo or the missiles, the music changes, and I don't know what the intention behind that musical change is. I mean, obviously, you know you have something special attached to a helicopter, but in all honesty, it is music I can't stand to listen to for an extended periods of time without fear of getting a headache. So, whatever purpose it was meant to have, if giving a player a headache, then it is definitely likely to have succeeded in that department. The controls are by and large fine. The problem is that when you play the game and you unlock the turbo by shooting the power-up box, you get a feeling that that should be the normal pace. We just picked it up now, and now we are moving at a decent speed. The movement is not an issue because you have plenty of time to respond to things, but it just feels so incredibly heavy. If you lose life, you go back to the start of the level you're currently on. It doesn't matter whether you are one screen into the level or you are just before you can land and finish the level. If you get blown out of the sky, you are back at the start. That is definitely going to be a mechanic that certain people will not enjoy in any way, shape or form. The problem I have with this game is that there's a certain amount of quality to it, and there's this, for me at least, feeling that this game deserves to be better than it really is. It's not super action-packed, it's not super difficult, it's a bit of an oddity. I wouldn't say average. I hate using the word average because it's something I use an awful lot in these videos, but it is, unfortunately, decidedly average. Back in the day when this game was released, the Danish press was up in arms about it, because of course, I mean, it is a Danish-made game, and as such, I suppose Danes are allowed to be somewhat proud of it. I'm Danish myself, and I couldn't give a monkey's butt about whether the game was made by Danes or Green Goblins. If it's not good enough, I will let you know, and I feel this game is decidedly average. On that note, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye for now.